What's good, you guys? You know who it is, man. It's your boy, Mr. Relentless Lex, and I'm back like I never left this mother. Yes, thirsty. Hello, somebody. All right, so, man, we got 50 Cent back on the map, bro. 50 Cent exposes Jay-Z and Beyonce marriage contract, and Jay is using Beyonce for awards. Now, we know how 50 Cent does. 50 Cent trolls a lot of times, but he also speaks truths a lot of times. He's in the industry, bro. He knows a lot about a lot. And this ain't the first time I heard that Jay-Z and B was on a marriage contract. I think it's all coming to a head now with J and B. I think a divorce is coming very soon. It's not funny, but it is what it is. Spicy.
Right. The big one was with Beyonce. Mm-hmm. When he signed that contract, the marriage contract, he got trophies. Trophies came up.
Goes true.
Harry Styles.
Oh, wow.
I
Wow.
don't want to embarrass this young lady, but she has more Grammys than everyone and never won Album of the Year. So even by your own metrics, that doesn't work.
Jay-Z's career, you can look at that and say the association to Beyonce is when he started to receive the 16 Grammys since he's been with Beyonce. Like you see, their kids even have Grammys. Like they don't sing yet. They don't sing. They don't rap yet. And they already have Grammys.
Hey, they already got
50
Grammys.
Cent is back at it again, dragging Jay-Z. And this time, he's exposing the rumored business contract that Jay-Z and Beyonce refer to as their marriage. And this isn't the first time 50 has made bold claims about Jay-Z. For years, he's been saying Jay bought his way to the top and used his marriage to Beyonce for influence and awards. However, people always brushed it off, calling 50 bitter or jealous. But after everything we've seen over the years, especially Beyonce's silence and blind loyalty to her cheating husband, it's hard not to wonder if 50 was onto something all along. And even now, with one of Diddy's accusers alleging that Jay-Z raped her when she was just 13, Beyonce is still standing by her man. So is 50 Cent right? Is the Carter's marriage just a very lucrative business contract? Let's break this down.
He had one. Exactly. He had
And
one.
he ain't show up.
He has like 20 now.
Oh, Lord.
He had like 18 since he been
That's
down.
facts, though.
He had one, bro. Hard Knock Life.
So to understand why 50 is coming so hard for the Carters, you have to go back to the decades-long tension between him and Jay-Z. Their feud kicked off back in 1999 when 50 dropped his track, How to Rob, throwing shots at pretty much everyone, including Jay. Jay then clapped back in his song, It's Hot, Some Like It Hot, with that iconic line, I'm about $1, what the F is 50 Cent? But by 2002, things seemed to cool down, and Jay even went on Angie Martinez's show and claimed there was no bad blood between him and 50.
He was like,
Wait,
Yo,
who,
you know-
you and 50 Cent?
yeah, you know I respect your record. Yeah, I like that record. It was hot. But you know I gotta spank you dogs. That was the conversation. No doubt, do your thing.
Right. Gave each other
Peace.
pound.
However, things weren't as friendly as Jay-Z made it seem, because he kept throwing subtle shots at 50 while acting in public like it was all love. And of course, 50 wasn't having it and clapped back, accusing Jay of using his money and connections to climb to the top.
There's a huge difference in energy internationally in 50 Cent and Jay-Z. In fact, his largest selling record sold 430-something thousand copies. My largest selling records, plural, 2 of them sold 5 million. That's Get Rich or Die Trying and Massacre. You know, so it's a huge difference in who we are with each other internationally. Let them be fooled in America and think there's a competition there, because America could be purchased. We can buy it with marketing dollars.
50 also took issue with Jay-Z's Messiah complex, and he told Rolling Stone in 2009 he has a king complex. He thinks he's effing Jesus, this Jehovah-ish. And in that same interview, 50 also accused Jay of betraying most of his former Rockefeller artists, including Beanie Siegel. 50 said, I think Jay was saying, Rock La Familia, we family, it's the Rockefeller gang, and then using traditional business tactics. He didn't have their interests in mind, he was just doing what he had to do for himself. And while 50 usually kept his shots aimed at Jay-Z, he also didn't shy away from spilling some tea about Beyonce now and then. Remember that time 50 claimed that Beyonce confronted him during his feud with Jay? And the way 50 told it, Beyonce came at him. Fast forward to 2022, and 50 Cent dropped another bombshell. claiming that Jay-Z tried to use his NFL connections to block him from performing at Dr. Dre's Super Bowl halftime show.
Oh, wow.
And according to 50, it was only after Eminem stepped in and threw down an ultimatum that Jay-Z agreed to let 50 perform.
Look, Jay-Z and them was putting it together. So I think they still harbor some energy towards me.
You think you were purposely left out of the ad?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't think. I think that they were saying the NFL has some issues with me that I don't know what those issues are. Like, what is the issue? You start looking at that's not mine. That's theirs. They are, right? But when you look at M is looking at the entire legacy.
Yeah.
The whole thing, like with M, Dre, and myself, like I'm a shady aftermath. You see what I'm saying? Like, it do so much G-Unit records.
Right.
They forget that I'm M and Dre's art.
By the way, 50's close friend and collaborator Tony Yayo backed up that Super Bowl story during a recent interview on Vlad TV. And he even hinted that Jay has a long history of playing sneaky games to take down rappers he saw as competition.
So with Jay is like, when the last time you haven't seen Jay, so I think people are just gonna say that. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I mean, Jay, you know, you gotta remember, he didn't want 50 at the Super Bowl. That was crazy. I'm like,
wait, Jay didn't want 50 at the Super
you didn't
Bowl?
know that? Yeah, he didn't
Well,
want.
I remember Eminem pushed for it.
That was some hater shit. Yeah.
I remember
pushed for it,
Eminem
yeah.
was like, I'm not going to do it unless 50 does it. I heard that.
Yeah, and
But I didn't
don't
know that Jay was trying to stop it.
I don't think Jay. I don't know. 50 never told me that, but I don't think Jay wanted them there. I don't know.
Because of what, some of the
I mean,
the back
you
and
know,
forth back in the
it's
day?
competition. You got to think, 50 always been competition for Jay. Remember, I'm about $1. What the fuck is 50 Cent?
That was a long time ago.
That was what, 9? What was
Yeah,
that?
but then
9?
but after that, they did a song together. Remember
Yeah,
the
of
whole,
course,
the
but
whole
50
Gina
was
sneaker
50
thing?
was always competition for. Then remember Jay said, "Yo, 50's coming." He told Siegel and them, and Memphis Bleak and all them.
Yeah.
And come on, 50's like, he's on a whole nother level. You got to remember, he came after this. He came after Jay and Rockefeller. G-Unit came, and people might shit on G-Unit, but with Eminem, Dr. Dre, 50 Cent, nobody has outsold us, bro.
Meanwhile, 50 Cent continued dropping hints that Jay-Z's reputation as one of the greatest rappers is more about clever business moves than raw talent. During his interview on The Beat with Ari Melber, 50 was asked how he felt about Billboard magazine ranking Jay-Z as the #1 greatest rapper of all time. And 50 hinted that Jay's top spot might have more to do with his business strategies than anything else.
Oh, talent. Nah, the best. Jay-Z. Good business.
And then when the allegations against Jay-Z's longtime friend Diddy hit the headlines, 50 obviously wasted no time dragging Jay. In fact, as soon as news broke about Diddy's mansions getting raided by Homeland Security, 50 was one of the first to publicly call out Jay-Z for staying silent. Considering Jay and Diddy have been close friends for years, 50 questioned why Jay hadn't spoken up or distanced himself from the controversy. First, 50 shared this photo of Jay's face on a milk
remember
carton
that.
and wrote, "Anybody seen Jay? LOL."
50
Puff
hell,
said he ain't
boy.
answering his phone. LOL shortly after, 50 posted another photo of Jay-Z waving on the red carpet, and he wrote in the caption, "Here is Jay-Z last reported, seen waving at Puffy Jet, LOL." And then after Jay-Z made that bizarre
50,
speech at
wow.
this year's Grammy Awards, where he talked about how it's not fair that Beyonce never won Album of the Year, 50 again called out Jay-Z's hypocrisy, reminding him that the only reason he himself has so many Grammys is because of Beyonce and her fame.
16, 17 Grammys since he's been with Beyonce. Right? And you go, prior to that, 1.
And then 50 also called out the fact that Blue Ivy already has a Grammy, saying it's pretty obvious that wouldn't have happened if she wasn't the daughter of Beyonce and Jay-Z.
Like, you see the kids even have Grammys. Like, they don't sing yet. They don't sing.
Right.
They don't rap yet.
That is kind of
They
crazy.
already have Grammys.
That is kind of crazy, bro. They don't do nothing yet, and they winning. That's crazy. 50 ain't never lied about that one now.
Shit. So it's like they
Dang.
give them this trophy so we secure that they're coming to the award show.
And now with Jay-Z getting dragged into one of Diddy's lawsuits, 50 Cent is once again spilling the tea, this time about Jay and Beyonce's supposed marriage contract. During his recent appearance on the Flagrant podcast, 50 claimed that Jay-Z's success and his many awards are mostly because of his marriage to Beyonce. He even went as far as to call their relationship a contract, implying that Jay and Beyonce have some type of agreement to stay together for the sake of their careers.
Look, when Jay signed his contract, the big one was with Beyonce. When he signed that contract, the marriage contract, he got trophies. Now those trophies Trophies came rolling in, buddy. He started getting Grammys left and right, man. I mean, look, listen. If you look at his career, if you look at his
Wow. You're gonna let him say that? Jay was getting Grammys. You're gonna let him say that?
He had one.
Exactly.
He had one.
And he ain't show up.
He had like 20 now.
Oh, Lord.
He had like 18 since he been down. Look, he had one, bro. Hard Knock Life.
You're not wrong.
He was one. After that, he got them shits. He started drinking. His pictures with him like he thinks the cup.
Wait a minute. So you're saying the success is derived from the marriage?
I've absolutely been treated differently.
The accolades. Because he's no longer viewed as what, like a street or gangster rapper. Now he's viewed as a businessman, entrepreneur, family man.
And the biggest ones because of the position Beyonce's in.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. So that's the deal.
Yeah, that's the deal. Like, the other ones didn't count as much as that one did.
But here's the real question. How does Jay-Z still control Beyonce now that she's successful on her own? Why did she stick around after all the cheating, calling him her beautiful husband, and praising him like he's the perfect man instead of a serial cheater?
I'd like to thank my beautiful husband, my beautiful 3 children who are at home watching.
Meanwhile, Jay-Z hardly shows any affection toward Beyonce in public. And during that speech at the Grammys, he couldn't even bring himself to call her my wife, instead referring to her as this young lady.
You know, I don't want to embarrass this young lady, but she has more Grammys than everyone. The #1 album of the year. So even by your own metrics, that doesn't work.
He didn't say wife.
Think about that. The most Grammys, #1 album of the year. That doesn't work. You know, some of you gonna go home tonight and feel like you've been robbed. Some of you may get robbed. Some of you don't belong in the category. Oh, no, that was it. No, when I get nervous, I tell the truth. But outside of that.
So why is Beyonce going along with this supposed contract now that she's a household name on her own? And she doesn't need Jay-Z to help her with her career? Well, one theory is that Jay-Z manipulated her when she was too young, and her stage parents Tina and Matthew Knowles went along with it because they were desperate to make her a superstar. Jay reportedly met Beyonce when she was just 16 and he was 28, and that's when he allegedly started planning his next move. And this is why some say Beyonce went from being controlled by her dad Matthew to being controlled by Jay-Z, never really experiencing life on her own without a man calling the shots. Jay pretty much took over from Matthew and became the one managing Beyonce's solo career. Then in 2011, Beyonce fired Matthew and announced that he wouldn't manage her anymore. She claimed there was no hard feelings and that it was just business. But people still wonder about the real reasons behind the decision, and many believe that it was Jay-Z's decision to get Matthew out of the picture. These rumors really blew up after Jay was caught cheating on Beyonce, and things got even crazier when Salange almost attacked Jay in that elevator. And get this, Matthew even said it was hilarious to watch Salange go crazy on Jay.
I have to tell you, I laughed so hard.
Oh, wow.
I laughed so hard because, you know, if you know Salange, that's Salange.
But the big question everyone had at the time was, why did Beyonce stay with Jay-Z? Well, one reason could be Jay's gaslighting skills. After his affair with Becky with the good hair came out, Jay went on CNN and claimed he and Beyonce stayed together to break the cycle.
You know, for us, we chose to fight for our love, for our family, to give our kids a different outcome. You see, you know, to break that cycle. For black men and women, you know, to see a different outcome.
Does Jay-Z realize you break the cycle by not cheating on your spouse? Anyway, when he was asked if things would have been the same if Beyonce had cheated on him, Jay said he hoped he would have been as strong as her.
If she had been on the other foot, you know, if the transgressions had been on her side, do you think you would be able to be as forgiving of her as she was of you?
I hope. Again, because I love her the same way. No matter what side, I love her the same way. I pray that I will, because her strength and her, you know, man, is the strongest woman I know.
Bro, nah. I think Jay would have had bounce, bro. Most men can't take what they dish out, man. If the shoe was on the other foot, Jay, don't sit up there and give it this philosophized answer, bro. Man, you would have probably lost your marbles.
My mother, they
for real.
But let's be real. Do we actually believe that Jay-Z would stay with Beyonce if she
Nah.
publicly admitted she cheated on him with multiple men? But that's not all. What's even crazier than Jay trying to gaslight everyone on TV about the cheating situation are the rumors that he allegedly got Beyonce hooked on substances. Jaguar Wright Event told the Beehive to start a Free Beyonce movement, claiming Jay is the one feeding her substances.
And the more he pumps down his wife's throat to keep her in character.
No, girl.
Wow.
Not my beautiful Beyonce 5.
I tell you this right now, y'all talking about Free Britney. Y'all need to be doing a campaign that say Free Beyonce.
Beyonce is free.
She is a prisoner in a gilded cage.
And then Beyonce's rumored bodyguard, Uncle Ron, who recently passed from pneumonia, backed Jaguar's story and claimed that Jay-Z had been keeping Beyonce hooked on something for a long time.
But I say, man, yeah, Beyonce's on. She been on them for a long time.
These rumors grew even stronger after videos started surfacing of Beyonce looking off or acting strange like she was on something. Like that time at a Brooklyn Nets game when Beyonce was swaying back and forth with no music playing. Meanwhile, Jay-Z was sitting next to her, looking uncomfortable and squinting at the screen like he was worried they'd catch her in that state. And then more recently, this video came out showing Beyonce and Jay-Z leaving a pre-Grammys party, and Beyonce looked completely out of it. And once again, Jay seemed really nervous about the paparazzi trying to block them from taking pictures of her.
Chill out. Sorry, Jay-Z. Sorry.
Now, as for Beyonce's response to the accusation that Jay-Z raped a 13-year-old alongside Diddy, she's doing what she always does, staying silent and putting on a fake smile. Meanwhile, sources close to Jay and Beyonce told US Weekly that they've both been really upset about the recent civil lawsuit against Jay. His name has been pulled into the Diddy drama from the beginning, so they knew something was going to happen. They just didn't know when, a source said. Jay-Z professed to Beyonce that he's innocent and it's a total money grab. So it looks like Beyonce is once again sticking by Jay-Z and acting like everything is fine, which makes 50 Cent's theory about their marriage being more of a business deal even more believable. But what's your take on 50's comments about the Carters' marriage contract? And if Jay-Z is the one who's benefiting from this contract the most, then why is Beyonce going along with it? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to check out.
Man, wow. But man, this is getting crazy. Listen, it's not the first time I heard 50 Cent said it this time, but I've heard Jaguar Wright say it, and a couple of other people say that Jay-Z and Beyonce is in a marriage contract. And, you know, I understand that people forgive you for doing certain things in life and cheating and all that, but come on, man, like, publicly, with the cheating that Jay-Z did on Beyonce, for her to take it and still stick by him, and she don't have to, because she's her own brand, it do kind of sound like a contract. Bro, most black women, well, not just black women, most women, one time and you're out of there, bro. One time, bro, they do, especially nowadays, women do not play that cheating mess, bro. You mess up if you want to. Most women will leave you alone. But hey, Beyonce stuck around for a while. I don't know if Jay-Z cheated more than once, but publicly, with the media and everything, and the whole world knows about it. There's nothing you can really hide and keep behind the closed doors. The whole world knows Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce. And she still have to keep her image and keep her head held high. And take it in. And she did. I don't know. Sometimes they say you can forgive a person, but you won't forget. I'm pretty sure when they go through arguments and stuff, it probably comes up. Because they're human too, right? They're human too. That's a hard pill to swallow. In the interview, the guy asking Jay-Z in the old interview if the shoe was on the other foot, could he have took it? I don't think. Jay would have been out of there, bro. Jay would have left Beyonce. Probably out of embarrassment. I don't know. Maybe he would have stayed. I think he would have left, though.